Hello guys, Brother Remember Mars here, giving you an online commentary for a 2v2 31k battle on Rome Total War. This battle was fought on GameRanger, and I'm proud to say that this was a really nice battle, and I thought I'd upload this. Such a shame that not many people play on GameRanger. It's a great platform. So if any of you would like to, join our games and experience a lag-free platform, then I'll post a link to the description down below. And yeah, it's completely free, virus-free, and it's very easy to install, and it doesn't take very long. So, anyways, back to the battle. Here we have myself, Brother Remember Mars, and I've brought the House of Julii Romans. I've got 14 urban cohorts, and I've got 1 legionary first cohort right here. So this unit right here is going to give me morale. I've put my units into a checkerboard formation. This is really useful against Pikes, because when Pikes move forward, or if they rush, or if they try to attack, their formation really gets disrupted, and this allows you to throw pilas and do all that sort of fun stuff to them. And I've got 5 Praetorian cavalry, gold, so I have some sort of hitting edge. And my ally, Titans Mohamed, and he's brought the SPQR Romans. He's got what looks to be 16 urban cohorts, 1 legionary first cohort right here, and he's got 3 Praetorian cavalry. So he's put his units into Testudo right here. So this allows Mohamed to shield himself from enemy projectiles, although it's really early in the battle. Usually when people put units into Testudo very early on, they usually take it out, and the units end up becoming really tight. So this is very useful for fighting against Pike factions, because you can throw your pilas in a very dense formation, and it's really damaging. Also, it looks pretty nice on some formations. And the other team consists of Captain Ktesiphon, a very advanced AI player. We managed to program this guy to play exactly like HOS Sparky, who is now part of the Titans clan. So that's some technological advancements to the maximum right there. So we got our AI out. We got the AI enemy over there, and the AI has brought 2 Rhodian slingers, 14 Spartan hoplites, and 4 Cretan archers. He's got 2 peel shield units right here, so his army is splittable, just in case if we decide to flank or do anything that might hinder their formation, or if we try flanking or doing anything of the sort. And his teammate is Paglia. I believe he's joined the Titans clan. Might have to correct me on that one. But he's got 14 pikes, and he's got 6 companion cavalry right here. Very nice formations from the whole lot. Very straight pikes, so nothing can really get through the cracks and anything. He can easily split the armies up. He's put his units into tight formation. He can easily put them into loose if he wants to. Very nice formation. So those are the players, and I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. So this battle is gonna take its start with the AI ally actually just well, he's not really an ally. He's more of like an enemy. But the AI is gonna move up very aggressively right here, and Paglia is going to basically move up with him. So I'm gonna move my formation up, and so is Mohamed. Mohamed's going to be very aggressive during this battle, and he really wants to engage the Greek city-states right here. I'm going to move my army up. I'm going to be very, very aggressive with how I deal and maneuver my army. The AI has spread his archers out to the point where they take up a lot of space. So this allows for more coverage from the archers, and they can get better angles to shoot from. Alright, so me and Mo, we're going to just push up as aggressively as we possibly can. We really want to engage them as soon as possible. Romans actually have a huge advantage when it comes to, well, it's not really a huge advantage, but they have the advantage against enemy pikes. if the other team can effectively use their pikes, they can easily take out the Romans. But Romans, when it comes stat-wise, they actually have better specifications, and they can throw projectiles, which makes them very, very deadly. So I'm going to make use of those specifications and see if I can use those to my advantage. So I'm going to press up very aggressively. I want to try and peel up Paglia as much as possible. Mohamed split his armies up into two so we can get more coverage, try and outflank. The AI has done something very clever right here. That's that Roman military engineering right there. And he split his army to try and counter Mohamed. It's very nice right there. So I'm gonna push up my army so I can try and face Paglia as much as possible. I'm gonna push my cavalry up. My cavalry is much stronger than companion cavalry. Companion cavalry have a much better charge, but in this situation they just can't get a nice charge. So I'm gonna push up with infantry and cavalry. So I'm gonna actually split one of my cavalry up. I'm gonna try and go for these slingers and Cretan archers right here. I'm gonna make it so Paglia kind of has to engage me, and if he engages me, he's gonna lose all of his cavalry. He's gonna lose on the counter charge right here. Right, so me and Mo, we're just aggressively pushing forward. Mo's kind of kept his cavalry back so he doesn't get shot very often. Right, so I don't want to go too far with chasing the cavalry because Paglia's cavalry is right there, and I don't want to get into a bad position. We have the cavalry advantage, so if Paglia's cavalry ends up dying very quickly, then that could make things for us very easy. So although I didn't take out all those archers, we I damaged them a lot. Right, so I'm engaging Paglia right now. Right, so something very clever, which I just didn't notice, was now that they've retreated back to the point where they've retreated back, and it's gotten to the point where now those AI archers are now behind me, so now they can get nice flank shots behind me, and I really can't engage them because one, the cavalry's spread out, and he might get me on a better angle or position. So that was a nice bit of clever play by the enemy team right there. Which Paglia is going to engage with this very first line. I'll put my guys into attack mode. I should be throwing Pilas any second now. Right, so those enemy archers are actually getting very, very close to me, getting those point-blank range shots. I'm gonna peel off one of my cavalry right here. Right, so I noticed a little gap in between Paglia and the AI formation right there. So I'm actually gonna slip in a cavalry right here, very thin, just like in the Battle of Chaeronea, where Alexander just split one of his units through. There's no cavalry behind Paglia, so now I've actually reached behind his units, and I can actually snag some of those units right there. I didn't lose very many. So now this kind of forces Paglia to bring some of his cavalry over and to try and deal with this one rampant cavalry unit right there. Right, so now that because I put that unit behind, I can actually go for some of these Greek city units right here. Right, so Mo's put his units into Testudo right here. Very good tactic against Pikes right here. So whenever he gets into a nice position where he could just get into a melee with the infantry with swords, then he could just take his units out of Testudo right here. That's just cleaning up house with specific archers so he doesn't get shot. Right, so Mo's put his units in Testudo, and he's bringing that other army over to support. He's doing some nice hammer and anvil hits right here. Right, so my first line of infantry are engaging right here. I brought my cavalry to chase off those archers. I really don't want them to get flank shots right here. I'm bringing my infantry closer to these urbans that are fighting these pikes right here. Very good defensive formation by Paglia right here. You know, my infantry are actually taking a lot of damage. I'm actually going to bring my infantry closer to these guys to try and protect their flanks. Right, so Paglia is going to bring over his infantry right here. He's going to see if he can get a nice, good position right here. I'm going to throw some of my Pila right here. Now he's going to rush in. He really doesn't want me to do that. Good bit of play by Paglia right here. Really making sure that I don't flank him right here. I'm going to throw my Pila and just retaliate a bit. Really nice play by Paglia right here. Making use of those pikes right there. Making sure I don't flank, making sure I don't, you know, be aggressive with those urbans right there. Now on the other side, I'm making sure that Paglia doesn't, you know, flank with his cavalry right here. I'm helping Mo out with my cavalry right here, doing some nice hammer and anvils right here. Right, so Mo's being extremely conservative and nice with his infantry right here. He's really getting that surround on those Spartans right there and really hitting them where it hurts. It's very nice play by Mo right there. Right, so Paglia is bringing over his cavalry. He sees that, you know, my cavalry are on his side, so he's going to bring over some cavalry on my side. I've put my units behind these troops right here to support their flanks. Paglia is going to go in for a nice charge. I think he's going to go straight for my general, I believe. Yeah, he's going straight for my general right here. And, yeah, he's going in for some nice hits. Alright, so Paglia is doing something really nice right here. So he wants to charge my infantry, so he's put all of his pikes up. He's charging where it really hurts. My cavalry is actually chasing off those archers as they're doing a lot of damage. Very nice play by Paglia right here. You know, things don't seem to be looking too good. He's put his pikes up to try and prevent any sort of cav from getting hurt. So I'm actually charging the back of these infantry right here, forcing him to put his pike down.
And now his men fear us.
Alright, so I believe that was Sparky's or the AI's ally that just the AI's general that just died. So because I charged the back of that unit while Paglia was still charging, this kind of forced him to either, you know, take the damage from the cavalry or to put his pikes down. And he was forced to put his pikes down, but because of that, he lost a lot of cavalry right there. Right, so I kept Paglia busy until you know, Mo could really do his work on the Greek cities right there, and yeah, even if you know, the Greek cities were to win that one, I would have held against Paglia, I believe. But Mo did a really nice hammer and anvil. I tried to help him with a few of my cavalry units, although they did get damaged. I did do what I needed to do, and nice surround by Mo. Good play by him. Right, so at this stage, I've actually surrounded Paglia completely. So I'm going in for a nice hammer and anvil right there, making use of my cavalry right there. I think I've routed, yeah, I've routed a few units for one Paglia. Nice hammer and anvil right there. But my guys are fresh. They're in defense mode, and there's just too many infantry units over here. So me and Mo going in for hammer and anvils. That was a nice, you know, collective strike right there, making use of those remaining cavalry units right there. Right, so we're gonna do a hammer and anvil. My infantry and my cavalry are over there.
Of Roman arms.
Alrighty, so it was a clear victory. Thought so as well. It was a really good battle. Showed some nice, effective anti-pike plays. Good game to myself. Good game to Titan Mohamed, my ally. Good game to Paglia. Very nice play with the Pikes, but unfortunately, wasn't able to do the killing blows you were expecting. Good game to Captain Ktesiphon. I don't know how he managed to make the AI that good, but it was really good. Uh, but jokes aside, Sparky played really good. Um, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that battle. I sure as hell did. And yeah, so this is Brotherhood member Mara signing off, and I hope to see you guys again soon.